Hi, hello everyone. Today we have our Reformer on the mat session focusing on the core. So we're going to be working through the deep stabilizing core as well as the front, sides and back using the foam roller. This is part of the 4-week Reformer on the mat challenge. So today is going to be a little bit more challenging. And if you want more information on the entire challenge, I will leave all the details down below. So to get started for our warm up, you're going to come to seated on your roller so that the length of the roller is behind you. Take a moment to get comfortable, and then you are going to grab hands behind your knees, sitting up tall. You want that roller situated right between the two glutes. Okay. Options to also sit on the mat if you prefer. Let's stretch it out. Pressing into your knees, lift open through your chest, gaze up, and then round your lower back, middle back. Inhale as you lift up and exhale as you round. Good. So this lovely cat cow in seated. Option to begin to curl back, slide your hands down the back of your legs. Inhale, come forward and open. Pressing down into both of those feet for support. And 2 more. Lovely, last one. And coming all the way up to seated, stretch the arms out in front of you. We're going to twist. Bring your hand to your chest, twist to the back wall, and then come around to center, other side. Inhale into that twist so that you're lifting up through the crown, stretching through your chest. And we want to press into both of those feet equally so that we're not wobbling down here. We want to feel nice and strong in the lower body. And twisting from that waist up. Let's give it one more. Good, last time. And center, bringing arms to T for side stretch. You're going to go up and over, bend the bottom elbow. Lift up to center, going over to the other side. And continue to go side to side at your own pace. Good. Pressing down into the foot on the opposite side of your stretch. Can you feel how your core lifts you up, lower abs are lifting you up? One more each side. And all the way up. Here's where it gets a bit challenging. Hands behind your knees or arms out in front of you, and bring your legs in nice and close, pressing down into heels, curling it back slow and steady. Bringing your spine down the center of the foam roller. And then bring your hands down to the mat. And if you wobbled around, just bring yourself onto the center of the roller again. Pressing down into your hands, bring your feet in a bit closer. Once you feel stable, stretch your arms to the ceiling. So you're reaching up to the ceiling, pulling your ribcage down. We're going to take arms overhead. Inhale. And then lift your arms to the ceiling. Shoulder blades draw down your back as your arms reach overhead. And we want to feel that the rib cage and lower back stay down. That way you know your core is staying engaged. One more. And then lower your hands down to the ground next to you. Press down equally into both hands. And we're going to go into marches. So we're going to start from the bottom, lifting one leg up, pull your core in, lower that foot, and then go over to the other side. Continue marching at your own pace. And feel that your core activates before your leg lifts to minimize the side to side wobble. Good. Let's work from the top down, bringing both legs into tabletop. This is going to feel a little bit more wobbly. If this doesn't feel good, continue marching from the bottom. Tap one toe down, lift, and alternate. You want to start to feel that your lower abs engage as you tap down. If you notice your back lifting off the roller, bring your leg in a little earlier. Go ahead, feel the support through the hands, one more each side. And last one, lower that foot down, keep it on the mat. Opposite arm stretches up. So now you've got opposite arm to leg. We're going to lengthen and bring it in. Inhale, stretch, and exhale to pull it in. And now we're finding support in this bottom hand and foot, trying to kind of keep that balance. You want to find less wiggle and more control. One more. Hold it here, and then bring that hand down. And we're going to switch the legs at the same time. Exhale, switch, and switch. Good. Open through the chest, rib cage down. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Opposite leg is 9 tabletop. Stretch the arm up to the ceiling and then lengthen and in. Lovely. So starting to find that stability on this side. I don't want you to worry about speed. I want you more to focus on stability, pressing down into that bottom hand and foot. Let's go one more. Bring that hand down, and we've got those changes again. Switch and switch. Good. 5 more. 4, 3, good. 2, and 1. Keep this leg in tabletop. Stretch it to the ceiling. And now we're going to lift and lower the legs. Straight leg up and down. Flex down, point up. Good. You're going to start to feel those lower abs engage as your leg lifts up. Option to place your hands on your hips. Feel that stability across the hip bones. Let's go 2 more. Good. 1. And lift. Bring it down to the mat. Other side, lifting up. Lengthen. Flex down, point up. Good. Pressing down into those elbows and that bottom heel. Feel the support across your shoulders and your hips. 2 more. And 1. And in, bend this knee. And now we're going to go into our hip work. Bringing both legs into this tabletop position. Float it up, heels together. Knees in line with shoulders. Press the legs away and then bend them in. So here's what we've been working up towards. It's finding the stability in the core. The higher up the legs, the more supportive. Lower down, you're going to find more challenge. So find your sweet spot. 3 more. Can you start to feel those lower abs zipping in? Good. 1 more. Stretch the legs away, hold them there, point the toes, open the legs, and close. Stretching from hip to heel. Rib cage and lower back stay down to the roller. Feel the support in your arms. And 2. And 1. Circle the legs up, squeeze those legs together and down. Open around and lift. Take this as slowly as you need to feel stable and strong in your core. One more, then we're going to reverse all the way up. Moment to pause, heels together, reach the legs away. Exhale, open, circle down. Inhale, lift. Starting to feel those shakes. I'm with you. Good. Try stretch your legs away a little more. Let that core really work for you. And 1 more. And in. Hug your knees in. Good. Lower your feet down. Let's stretch through those hips. We feel those hips. 100%. I'm with you. Okay. Press down into your hands and heels. Roll your hips up into a bridge. Stretch them out. Good. And then rolling it down, bone by bone. Press your hips away from you. Arch your back. And we go up again. Exhale, rolling it up. Stretch. And release. We're working a little bit of core here as we roll up. Then we find this length through the front, activation in the back. And release it down. 1 more. And all the way down. Good. Stretch those arms up into the roll up. Walk your feet away until you feel stable. Half lift your chest. Round into your lower back. Now pressing into your feet to curl you up. Woo! Walk the feet away a little bit more if you feel wobbly. Take the exhale breath, rolling it down again. Hands behind your legs if you need that support. And up. This is definitely a core challenge for sure. Now, if in this particular exercise you're feeling a little bit too wobbly, you can come down to the mat. There's some exercises that will be advanced in and some that we might need to dial it back a little bit. And last one. And up. And we're going to shift it back. So you're going to slide a little bit back, legs are out in front of you. Please keep your knees off the ground, a little bit bend in the knee and stretch your arms forward. Nod your chin to your chest and then begin to dive forward between your legs for that hamstring stretch. Roll it up. So exhale as you come forward. Inhale as you roll up. A nice lovely spine stretch here. Feel that lower back pulling back towards the wall behind you as you come forward. And last one. Maybe turning those knees out a little bit. Find the stretch into the hips and inner thighs. And rolling it all the way up. We're going to come to a side position. Righty, so you're going to take your roller to that side. And then swing yourself around onto your forearm, both feet on the roller. The bottom leg is in front, top leg behind. So you want your top leg on top. Press the roller away so that it is just above your ankle bones, and you're going to be on the forearm, elbow in line with hip. And we're going to just start with a little bit of a lift and lower here to activate through the waist. Lift it up, hold it, feel the support of that bottom shoulder, and lower with control. You can continue to lift or lower. If you weren't able to, I want you to get that foot down for some support. And 2. And 1 more. Hold it up here. Now, bending your knees. Roller comes in, arm goes down. It's small. And then lengthen. And in. And lengthen. If this foot is here, it's here. And here. Continue. For 2 more. Then we're adding on. And 1. And lengthen. Lower your hip. Turn towards your feet. Lift your legs off the roller. Little teaser. Lower. Lift. And roll. This is what we've been working towards. Good. Definitely more intermediate, advanced. You're going to feel that whole core, especially down here in the obliques. Couple more. Lift, lift, lift. Pull that core in. Reach, reach. 1 more. Good. And lift, hold, hold, hold. Can you hold it? Can you bring that bottom arm up? Hold it for 2 more breaths. Feel that lower abs. And release. Well done. Bring yourself into Z-sit. Stretch through that waist. Oh, that was lovely, beautiful, and brutal. So we go down to the knee, rotate, stretch, and release. Other side. Now, if any of that didn't feel good, make the adjustments, dial it in. Even if you advanced in some movements, other movements just might not feel good, like the shoulder, that's okay. We build up to it. Right, so we've got that top leg at the back, bottom leg in the front. Right, let's start with that lift and lower. Good. Feel how that roller comes in a little bit to support you. Think of lengthening from your head all the way down to your heels. And 1 more. Now we're going to bend the knees in. Right? So arm goes down as the leg comes in. And then stretch and down. That moment when you lower down, that's where you get a moment just to reset again. Lift open through the chest. Feel the support at the feet. Okay, next time we're coming into teaser. We come up, we roll it in, lengthen, lower, now rotate. Pushing down into this arm, lift the legs, and down. Center, lift, roll. See how high you can go, even if it's just a tiny bit. Maybe challenge yourself each time to get a little bit higher. You want to feel that C shape in your lower back when those legs lift. So you're pushing down here, chest is open, a little bit of a C shape there. Let's go 2. Okay, lifting up, open that chest, look at your toes, lift, lift, lift. And down, gorgeous, 1 more. And this one you're going to hold. Good. Release that back arm, hold. Got a little bit of a inner thigh activation happening here. And then gently lower the legs down and sit up. Wonderful. C-sit. Oh, got a shaky voice. Right, hand on the roller. Take a side stretch, up and over. Enjoy that stretch. Ah, feels good. Rotate down to the knee. Stretch through the lower back. And around, leaving that roller behind you into 4-point kneeling. Setup here is quite important. So you want to have the roller underneath the crease of your ankles and your hands under your shoulders. Let's start by hovering your knees and pressing into your pinky fingers. Nice. When you're pressing into pinky fingers, you're going to find that lift through the lower abs and the support in your back. Now hold your hover, push your legs away, bend your knees in. Keep your shoulders behind your wrist. And you can round your spine a little bit, looking at your knees for more core. Good. So you're pulling those knees towards your hands. Keep your shoulders behind your wrist. Now you have the option to straighten your legs. Lift your hips up to pike and then down to plank. So this is like upstretch on the Reformer. A whole lot more difficult here on the mat. So work your way up to this movement. One more. Hold it. Press it away. Bring your knees in and down. Give yourself a moment's rest through the shoulders. And now we're going to come into our plank. So press your roller underneath your ankles again. Catch your breath. Then we're going to push the roller out to plank. Press into your pinky fingers. Roller under ankles. Lifting up through one leg. And then tap it down. Stay here. Lift and lower. Steady in the hips. Press the ground away. Lift your core. One more. Lower that foot down. Other side. Find length from your head to your heel. Pressing it down in two hands. One more. Bend your knees in and lower it down. Give yourself a stretch. If you made it through that, well done. If you're still working up to it, good job. You did what you could today. Let's turn it around for a stretch. All right. So come down to prone. Press the roller away. And it's going to rest underneath your wrists. So your wrists on the top, fingers are off. And take a moment just to find a stretch through the arms. Lift your chest, roller comes in. Stretch that core. Release. Good, inhale as you come up, exhale as you lower down. Only coming up as high as feels good. Lengthen that exhale. Bring the heart rate down here. Good. And pressing into your pinky fingers, feel how your chest will open. You get this lovely stretch across the collarbones. One more. Release. Bring your hands to your shoulders. Press back to a rest position. We're just going to take a few breaths here. Finding ease at the hips and the neck. Shaking the head a little yes and no. Lengthen that exhale. Roll it up to 4 points, stretch it out. Knees are wide. Lift the hand to the ceiling and then thread under. Rest down on that shoulder and head. Enjoy that release. Bring it over to the other side. Stretch it open. Rest down on that head. Option to lengthen through your arm. One more. Bring it all the way in. Roll yourself up. Deep breath in. And release. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me. You made it all the way to week 4 on the core Reformer on the Mat session, which is amazing. You can be so proud of yourself, even if you felt wobbly in today's class, like I did. It's what I love about Pilates. You're always going to feel challenged. You're always going to be building your strength. So come back to this class, build your strength, and in a few weeks, you're going to feel more stable in that position. If you'd like to add on a stretch class, I'll add a class here for you. And the next class that we will do is the more intermediate upper body class. So come and give that a try. And then we also have a lower body session as well. I hope you have an amazing day. I will see you in our next session. Bye.